Go play upstairs if you want to be wild. Kids, man. Hello everyone, it is MG Kaler or Mariah Donahue or whatever name you know me by on the internet. Hi, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I run a blog called My Southern Cottage. It's been a while and I'm sorry for that. Welcome to 2022. And we are going to start off this month by ignoring my monthly plan in the front because there's some important information in there that I can't show on camera. But we are back from holiday vacation. It's the new year and I have new saving challenges that I want to do, as well as start working on my debt layout and my bill layout. And I am stuffing envelopes today. I went to my bank and got some money, so it's right here. Okay, so this year's savings challenge, whatever. Girls, if you're gonna play, go upstairs. Don't do that in the living room, you're gonna fall. One of the saving challenges that I plan to do is at the end of each month, whatever's left in my checking account from whatever I'm doing this month goes into my actual savings account. I will be doing the monthly 50 challenge that I found. So starting in January, you have $50 that you put in the envelope. And each month you go up by $50, and then in June and July you're at the max 300, and then you start going back down. So the closer you get to the holidays, the less money you have to put in, so it's a lot less stress on you trying to save up when most of the time you're spending money for the holidays. So I did it this way, and I'm hoping that this will work really, really well, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep up with it. So I made these earlier, so an envelope for each month, and my cursive is horrible, I know, I'm sorry. I really want to work on my penmanship this year. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, is to work on my penmanship, because I used to have really pretty handwriting and I just stopped. Water break. The kids savings challenge will be this ABC challenge. I'm going to give them each a letter, and they have to say 5 words that start with the letter, or find 3 things in the house that start with that letter. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to work on this. If not, they still get their money from doing chores and doing well on their homework. So either way, my kids are saving money and they have their own money envelopes that we go through together. Hand me that pen, Miha. Okay. No, your sister got it. Okay. I did all of this math earlier today, so I don't have to like scratch things off in my planner, because I'm trying to keep this neat so I can have a better visual of what's going on. And I just want to double check my layout here. February. Oh, that's going to be weird writing the new year. Okay, so my income. Okay, we have my VA, and I now have BAH because I'm going. I am a disabled vet, so I get my VA benefits each month, and because I'm a veteran, I qualified for the GI Bill. So I am using my GI Bill right now to finish off my degree, and every month I am utilizing my GI Bill, I get BH. And depending on the semester, I'll get another stipend for books. So right now, this month, I only have BH and I only have my VA benefits. I also have my secure deposit. It got cashed out and was put into my checking account. So my benefits check was $3,729.64. BH is $810.45, and my CD was a very, very, very minimal $185.73. So the plan for the CD was to either put it to my credit card or to put it into my regular savings account. I decided to not do the credit card route and just stuffed it straight into my savings. We have fixed spending, rent, which is due on the 1st, utilities, which are due on the 1st, and my credit card, my cell phone is due on the 27th, so cell phone is due on the 27th. We renewed our lease, so our rent actually has gone up, and it is now at $1,666 a month. Utilities, because it's winter time and Texas is bipolar, we've been fluctuating between using the AC and using the heater. So our electric bill was a little high this month and our water usage was a little bit high because we were dealing with some bug problems in the backyard, and we were using the hose to try to get rid of the hornets and stuff. Worked really well, but we ended up using a little bit more water than we normally would. So utilities was $225.27. The cell phone will be $207.47, and that'll come out at the end of the month. So I'll make sure to keep that much money in my checking account, so it'll be pulled out of my debit. I told you to go play, sweetheart. Whew, okay. Fun times. Now we go over here to debts. So this is how I like to set up my debts when I'm looking at them at a glance. I have the current balance, the interest rate, the minimum payment, and what I actually paid. So, okay, my kids are way too quiet, so I'm gonna go check on them and make sure that they're not doing anything that they're not supposed to upstairs. I'll be right back. Okay, so they weren't doing anything bad. They were just being quiet in their rooms, playing Tea Party. Crisis averted. Well, before I turned everything back on, and welcome back, I put down the balances for my accounts and their interest rate as well as their minimum payment. And I've already paid my credit card of the minimum payment, and I don't technically have to pay anything to my student loans until December 2023. The federal government deferred payments until then. At least my account is deferred until then. Most likely I am going to, not this month, but starting next month, start working on paying my student loans back before everything is due, so I don't have to deal with interest. Even though the interest rate is really low at 4.53, I still don't want to deal with interest rates. Interest rates are bad. They're really annoying. And now we get to savings, and I don't have that much in savings right now because my regular account, so my savings and my Robinhood are what I have left. And if you want to sign up for Robinhood, I will put my referral link in there. You'll get a free stock if you sign up. So there's that option for you if you want. I get a free stock if you sign up. It doesn't really matter. This is just like back burner. I throw money at it when I can. I don't even pay attention to it really, except for putting my monthly balance on it. So because I put my CD into my savings is now at $386.27. And my Robinhood, the stock market has been a little, and I sold some of my stocks and put that money into my account to buy some Christmas presents. So my balance is a little lower than it usually is, but the savings in my Robinhood is $280.34. So the amount that I had after all of my bills was $2,214.35. That's a lot more than I am used to because of the CD and the BH. Usually it's a lot less than that. But this is the amount after I transferred the CD to my bank account, to my savings account, and paying the fixed payments and paying off my cell phone. So my envelope, so these are my spends, gas, groceries, and my pets. I've already spent $150 on groceries. On the 2nd, I needed to get some things because we were running dangerously low after the holidays. So I'm only going to allot myself $150 for the rest of the month. Gas is always $60 and pets is always $100. Because I have 2 dogs and a snake. My snake gets a live rat every week as his dinner, and my dogs have dietary sensitivities as well as age concerns, so they get a special food that is a little bit more expensive than, your general dog kibble. So one bag is about $50, and getting my rat Getting the rats for my snake is about $30 a month. So I give myself a little buffer room for taxes and if I want to get them treats or dog toys. And so this is how much I'll give myself, and I will put the leftover amount here at the end of the month so I can see whether or not I need to lower my monthly budget or increase it. And my savings, there are some changes to my savings envelopes this month. Crafts, homeschool, homestead, small biz, and the RV. So my goal for all of these is for crafts, because wool is extremely expensive and so is linen. I wanted to give myself $800 to do crafting with natural materials. I have a stash of synthetic yarns and a stash of fabrics that I want to go through. So the amount that I have in my craft envelope is going to actually be migrated to another envelope this month, as well as my small business. And the small business goal is 7.5K. And then the homestead is 50K. And the homeschool is expensive. My kids use a classical education curriculum through Memoria Press. I love their books. I love their curriculum. My girls are thriving with it. We enjoy the Bible stories. We enjoy the literature that they get to read. My oldest is getting a lot more confident reading out loud by herself. We really enjoy it, but it's really expensive, and that's $1,500. The RV, I said this before, but this is the down payment for the RV. We are a military family, and PCSing, or permanent change of station, costs a lot of money, and it's really, really hard because you have to get the dogs, in our case, our dogs and our snake or cats, and kids in a hotel room for the night. We don't have any of our stuff when we get to wherever we're going. We have to wait for the moving van. So we want to get an RV so we can not use hotel rooms. We can use campgrounds, save a little bit more money that way, and we have a place to stay while we're waiting for our base housing if we elect to do base housing at the next place. So the RV is a luxury, but for a military family that's constantly moving, it's something that we think is a necessity with our kids and the dog. I don't want to be spending a lot of money on a hotel that the dogs might accidentally have an accident, and because we can't get them outside fast enough, and that payment for the dogs making a mess is really expensive. This month we are putting in I put my money in here somewhere. Crafts. I took $20 out of last month. I took $20 out of crafts and small business to pay for pizza, because my card wouldn't it wouldn't take my card, so I have to put $20 back in each before transferring them to the homeschool. Homestead is getting $200. Homeschool is getting $200 plus whatever's in the envelopes, and the RV is getting $250. All right. Now we've gotten this. Let's do the envelopes. So I was trying to do the $5 challenge last year, and I am now changing it to the $5 and $10 challenge. So at the end of the month, whatever I have in my envelopes, be them $5 or $10, will go in here. Oh, that's getting heavy. I might have to do a video of me putting everything in these little rolls. Pocket change, once it gets filled up with these little rolls, I'll take them to the bank and they'll get transferred into my savings account. Oh, that's heavy. Okay. So I needed $1,050 this month. So I should have five tens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. 5 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 100. Four 50s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 200, and then 7 100s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 700. So I have everything. Okay. We'll start with stuffing our spends. So groceries gets, ooh. Yeah, okay. We'll do the spends. So grocery gets $150. So 100, 150. And I put a little index card here so I can keep balance a little bit better, because I have a hard time keeping balance. So that's in there. So groceries, done. Gas is getting 60. So that'll be 3 20s. 1, 2, 3 20s. And I use my debit card most times for gas, so if I will put the money back into my bank if I use it. So there's that. Did you turn the volume up on the TV? Can you turn it down? It's too loud. Pets gets $100, so that is 150 and 5 tens. Much better. Can you still hear it? Yeah. Good. buying rats with smaller bills is so much easier than trying to break a 20 at the little mom and pop pet shop. So our spends are filled. All right, our first monthly 50 challenge is getting 150. Okay, crafting and savings get their reimbursement here. Toy hauler gets 250, so 1, 2, 50. RV, done. Homestead gets $200, 1, 2. That's done. Homeschool gets the last 200. And it gets crafts, which is $20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So homeschool gets another 100 out of crafts. And small business has 20, 50, 70, 90, 100. So homeschool gets another 100 out of the small business. The end of the school year is quickly approaching for my girls, and after tax returns, I buy their school books so we can not worry about the summer and have everything ready by August. If I wait too long to buy their curriculum, there will be items that are no longer in stock or back ordered. I talked to my husband and we agreed that the girls' school is a little bit more important than my small business fund and my crafting fund. Like I said, I have a stock of yarns and fabrics already that I can work with. So we are going to count what's in these really quick and put the balance on my record. So I might have to do a bill exchange soon. Let's organize this a little bit better. All right, 100, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 420, 40, 60, 80, 500, 520, 540, 50, 60, 70, 80, 590, 595, 600. I have $600 for homeschool. And that is a little under halfway there to funding our purchase for their curriculum. So I'm happy about that. Once the credit card's paid off, a lot more money will be going into these envelopes. And I'm excited about that because that credit card is starting to tick me off. The girls have a lot of money for their chores, so there's that positive. Well, anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry it was so long. I'm excited for the new year, and I'm excited to keep continuing on my debt-free journey and my money envelope stuffing and system. And I hope this year is prosperous for not only myself, but all of you who are watching. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.